This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of MSPN Digital Television and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of MSPN Digital Television.
All right, welcome. It's starting at Bank Field. It's a non-conference single game between the foe from across the river, the Moorhead Blues, and your Fargo Post 400 Stars, and it's next here on MS.
To the broadcast booth for the pregame show on MSPN Digital Television.
All right, welcome. We're live here at Starion Bank Field. We're getting ready for our meeting of the umpires. Matter of fact, let's get a better look at who those are right now. Your eyes on the game today will be Art Haugen calling the balls and strikes behind the plate. You got Reggie Jackson on the baselines. And once again, it's a single game. I forgot to ask if it was a 7 or 9 inning game. So I'm going to have to find that one out. But I do know that it's one single game here. And we are getting ready to broadcast this one. So once again, you can find us online on our YouTube channel as well as our X. Broadcast schedules there. You can get Legion news and scores. ND players gone pro, whether it's hockey, football, baseball, whatever, from UND, Fargo Force, those type of ND players. Updates on your and scores on your favorite Minnesota teams like the Wild, the Twins, the Vikings, etc., and also other sorts of updates that we feel might be a good spot to put onto X. And then, of course, if you haven't found us on YouTube, then you're not watching yet. So the upcoming schedule, not a whole heck of a lot is coming up here. But we do have the Stars taking on the Eagles tomorrow from Jamestown, a very important conference doubleheader. We're thinking that's going to be 80s night, but if the game started right now, it would be a 2025 night. So, and then after that wraps up the regular season. We got a whole bunch of tournaments coming up ahead. Oh, I take that back. We got one more game on the 24th as the Stars travel to Young Field in West Fargo for their final regular season matchup here. And let's take a look at the team breakdown here. The Stars coming in with an overall record of 23-13. They're 6-4 when playing here at Starion Bank Field, with 2 of those 4 losses coming last night, and a sweep from Fargo Post 2. They're second in their conference standings, which doesn't mean much in this particular game. They've outscored their opponents 224-176, looking to snap a 2-game losing streak. And as a result of those 2 losses last night, they are 1-4 in their last 5 games. It's the first time the entire season that the Stars have been 1-4 in the last 5 games. Make note of that. For the Moorhead Blues, 17-12. They're 7-8 when playing on the road, 10-4 when playing at their home field. If I did the math correctly there. They've outscored their opponents 180-114. They are on a 1-game winning streak, and they come into today's game with a 5-1 win over Bemidji. That game was played, was it yesterday, I believe? No, it was 3 days ago. And they are 3-2 in their last 5. So this should be an entertaining non-conference matchup here for all that. Your keys to the game, for the Blues, they need to take advantage of any stars falling, which I don't mean physically falling on the ground, but as in they need to take advantage of the errors. If they find a way to get an extra base, they need to hit the gaps, especially the 5-6 gap into left field has been a weak one for the Stars over the last few games. So we'll see if the Stars can close that gap up. But right now, that's wide open and a way to get some hits there on the and base runners on for Moorhead. For the Stars, pitch strikes, not walks. We saw that last night with clear as day. You walk too many batters, you're going to lose the game. We saw some costly errors last night in that doubleheader as well. And if those continue, probably not going to pick up a W here tonight. So also, I want to give a shout-out to the Fargo 9U61 Reds. This past weekend, they placed second place in the Minnesota Youth Athletics Services Gopher State Tournament and lost 10-2 to Minnetonka in the championship game. That's a happy bunch of kids for losing 10-2 in a title game. And then last but certainly not least, the Fargo Whites this past weekend in Bismarck. And I was actually in Bismarck, and if I would have known they were playing, I would have stopped by and checked out the game. But they are your champions of the Ben Berg Memorial Tournament this past weekend. So a big shout out to those two teams once again from the Fargo Youth Baseball Association. You might see some of these kids on future Comets, Astros, and Stars teams. So, you know, we're very happy to promote these kids and share their accomplishments with you. So, all right. Well, I think that's going to wrap up everything here. We'll come back and we'll have your starting lineup. So we'll take a look at the burger rankings, too. We haven't done that in a while, so we'll take a look at that here shortly as well. We'll be back in just a moment.
Sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
All right, welcome back. Just gonna double check something here that I didn't do earlier, and make sure that our scoreboard's set at 0 because I didn't. Nope, we have a couple that need to be fixed. So fix that right. It shows 0-0 there, and that's correct. But all right, now we're ready to go. You see warming up on the mound there is Joe Gould. And our pitch cam unofficially sponsored by Budweiser in the left corner there. That's a lot further away from the field than the camera makes it appear. Let's put it that way. All right, and we're underway in a swing and a miss for strike one. Carson Heinch is the batter. So he'll foul it off for strike two. And that one's a little bit off the mark, we'll say, and that's ball one. So 1 ball and 2 strikes here. Two-two pitch from Jewel Gold, and that is in for strike 3. So he strikes him out for the first out of the inning.
Batting second baseman number 10, Austin Schwantz.
And Austin Schwantz will step up to the plate now. And that first pitch will just miss for a ball. 1-0 here to Schwantz. Nice crowd on hand here at Starion Bank Field. The road to Shelby is live here on MSPN August 6th through 10th. Of course, that's the Central Plains Regional Tournament. So should Moorhead be the team coming out of Minnesota, you can watch them right here on MSPN digital television. I'm not saying they will be, but I'm saying, you know, it's a possibility. And that's right up the middle. And that is going to be a base hit for Schwantz. So a runner on now.
Batting third for Moorhead, shortstop number 7, Riley Dickhouse.
And Gould's pitch will miss inside for a ball, 1-0. Once again, Riley Dickhouse is the batter. Austin Schwantz the runner on first. Gould will check him out, and he'll fire over, and that is safe. And that is right down the third baseline and fair. Took a little hop off the third base bag. It's going to be a single, and that'll move the other runner to second. And now we have runners on first and second.
First baseman number 25, Ben Fredrickson.
And Ben Fredrickson will be the batter now. So we got somebody watching the game by our field mic, so we'll turn that down. That way you don't get repeat of everything I do on the broadcast. And the pitch is going to be outside for a ball, and it's 1-0 here to Ben, or is it 1-0? Yeah, it's 1-1, excuse me, to Ben Fredrickson. That one's fouled off. We're at a 2-strike count. Two and two now here to Fredrickson. Gould will stare back at second and deliver. And that one's fouled off. And we'll stay at 2-2. And this one is down just past the first baseman, Hudson Stein. And that'll be a base hit that will score a run. So Moorhead will take the lead here in the top half of the first on that base hit. They'll put runners on the corners.
Batting fifth, right fielder number 23, Carter Huteri.
And that one is a little bit high. So we're at 1 ball, no strike, Carter Huteri. And I was pretty impressed when I talked to Moorhead coach Gabe Duncan. I got Huteri right on the first attempt without him telling me how to say it. So that one is blasted foul down the third base side for a strike. And it's 1-1 now here to Carter Huteri. Drake Kunza is the batter on deck. And that one's going to be popped up going to the right field. And it is caught there by Jace Burns. So that is out number 2.
Batting sixth for Moorhead, designated hitter number 32, Drake Kunza.
And Kunza will foul that one off for the first strike, and it's 0-1. One ball and 2 strikes now. And that one will miss outside for a ball as well. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. Here to Drake Kunza. Connor Zimmerman is the batter on deck. Once again, Joe Gould pitching, Caleb Blanchette catching, Hudson Stein at first, Colby Hansen at second. Shortstops Colston Sen, Ethan Dahl is at third. And he'll take his base as a result. Now load him up here for...
Batting seventh, third baseman number 9, Connor Zimmerman.
So the bases are loaded. And that is to third, and he'll fire it over to first. That's the only out they need. They'll strand all 3 runners on base, and we take care of business here in the top of the first. Be a 5-3 ground out. We'll see Colston Sen, Jace Burns, and Colby Hansen when we return after this. Stay tuned.
Mandy's of Fargo, ND is your local online store where you can find something for everyone. Check out multiple items from the carry-all collection. You can also pick out that perfect sign to add to the decor of your family room, kitchen, bedroom, or even your cubicle at work. Be sure to take a peek at the odds and ends, where you will find all the little treasures that are simply too good to miss. Mandy's of Fargo, ND accepts multiple forms of safe and secure payment options. Still not sure what to get? How about a gift card? Visit online at mandysoffargond.com today, where you can find something for everyone.
Don't miss a stolen base or home run on the road to Shelby. Catch live broadcasts of all 15 games of the Central Plains Regional Tournament from Starion Bank Field in Fargo right here, exclusively on MSPN Digital Television.
Just off 52nd Avenue South in Prairie Grove is your neighborhood South Fargo spot, Frank's Lounge. Frank's Lounge offers a fun, comfortable atmosphere and daily food specials you can view right as you walk in. Kristen says,
Love Frank's, our go-to place when we have company get-togethers and always get the best service. We would definitely recommend. We love Frank's Lounge.
Frank's Lounge is open daily and kids, when accompanied by an adult, are welcome all day, Sunday through Tuesday, and until 3:30 p.m. the rest of the week. Don't forget to take home a Frank's Lounge t-shirt or hat. Frank's Lounge, 2640 52nd Avenue South in Fargo. Stop in tonight.
One nothing Moorhead here in this non-conference game between the Blues and the Stars, and getting your first look here at Jaden Evanstad on the mound here. He'll be your starting pitcher for the Moorhead Blues. Owen Choen will be your catcher, and then Ben Fredrickson at first, Austin Shantz at second, Riley Dickhouse the shortstop, Connor Zimmerman at third. In the outfield, you got Carson Hinch in center, Jonas Schauman in left, and Carter Hutari in right field here for the Moorhead Blues. And that first pitch was in for ball one here. The batter, once again, is Colston Sen. He's your leadoff man for the Stars in this contest, and he'll take strike one. We'll see Jace Burns and Colby Hansen this inning as well here on the Mandy's of FargoND.com scoreboard. Once again, it's 1-0 Moorhead Blues in the bottom of the first. And Colston Sen 1-1. And the pitch. And that one's a little bit high and inside for ball two. 2 balls and a strike. Ball 3. The count now here to Colston Sen. So 3-1. And there's strike 2. So full count, first full count of the game comes 13 minutes in for either batter. And the pitch. Payoff pitch is outside, and that'll walk him. So Colston Sen on base with a walk.
Right fielder number 13, Jace Burns.
That'll bring up Jace Burns. And that pitch over to first and back in time. Outside for ball 2 to Jace Burns. And that strike is called. 2-1 now here to Jace Burns. Colby Hansen's the batter on deck. runner will stay put at first, as that'll be ball 3 here for Jace Burns. So 3-1 the count now here to Burns, with Hansen on deck. Sen on first is the scenario right now. And that one, they will call it a strike on the outside edge. So it's 3-1. Or 3-2, excuse me. And we back-to-back full counts on back-to-back batters here. And the payoff pitch. And that one is sent foul. And we'll do the payoff again. And that will allow him to take his base, and we'll have a couple runners advance here. So coming up now is the DH, Colby Hansen. First pitch is a strike here to Hansen, 0-1. Colby Hansen, since he entered into the lineup, is 1 for 3 this season on MSPN digital television. He's just coming off an injury, so he's been on the roster, but he hasn't been batting or anything, and they'll get the lead runner at third for the first out. So runners will remain on first and second. Colby Hansen will reach via fielder's choice.
Batting fourth.
And that will bring up Gunnar Majerus. So that records the first out. And that's a little high for a ball, 1-0. That one's going to be popped up and fouled away for a strike. Got Colby Hansen on second and Jace Burns on second, Colby Hansen on first. And that pitch will miss for a ball. Two and one the count now here to Gunnar Majerus, and he'll take that one high for a 3-1 count. So 3 balls and a strike now here to Majerus. 1-0 lead for Moorhead on the Mandy's of FargoND.com scoreboard. Stars looking to respond with runner in scoring position here and 1 out in the bottom of the first. And the pitch, and this one is lifted up high, and it's going to be right in the shortstop's glove, and that is Riley Dickhouse, the shortstop, who makes the catch there.
First baseman, number 15, Hudson Stein.
So runners remain on first and second. Out 2 is recorded. And that will be a ball into the backstop that will allow the runners to move into scoring position at second and third. So Burns advancing, as is Hansen. One ball, one strike now here to Hudson Stein. Now miss outside for a ball as well. 2-1. And that one one's fouled away, and we'll stay at 2, or we'll move to 2-2 now. Two-two pitch will hit the edge and strike them out, and they will strand the 2 runners in scoring position. And it remains 1-0 Moorhead here after 1 inning of play. 1 run on a trio of hits. No hits for the Stars, and they leave the 2 on base. We'll be back with more in a moment. Stay tuned.
Just off 52nd Avenue South in Prairie Grove is your neighborhood South Fargo spot, Frank's Lounge. Frank's Lounge offers a fun, comfortable atmosphere and daily food specials you can view right as you walk in. Kristen says,
Love Frank's, our go-to place when we have company get-togethers, and always get the best service. We would definitely recommend. We love Frank's Lounge.
Frank's Lounge is open daily, and kids, when accompanied by an adult, are welcome all day, Sunday through Tuesday, and until 3:30 p.m. the rest of the week. Don't forget to take home a Frank's Lounge t-shirt or hat. Frank's Lounge, 2640 52nd Avenue South in Fargo. Stop in tonight.
American Legion Baseball. A winning tradition since 1925. Thousands of young athletes have participated, and countless lives have been changed.
That was the fun part of summer ball and Legion was we just played. At that stage, I think everything's so pure. You're just wanting to play ball. I would 100% recommend it.
Legion Baseball is one of many programs of the American Legion, supporting our children, our military, and their families. Find out more about how we continue to serve America.
Owen Schoen is the leadoff batter here for Moorhead in the top half of the second. They have the 1-0 lead on the Mandy's of FargoND.com scoreboard. Joe Gould will deliver the pitch, and it's going to bounce in for a ball. 1-0 now here to Schoen. We'll see Jonas Schauman and Carson Hinch. It'll be batters 8, 9, and 1 for Moorhead here in the top half of inning number 2. And the pitch inside for ball 2. So 2-0 now here to Owen Schoen. Gould will see that one fouled off, and 2-1 now the count. There's strike 2. Nice pitch there from Mr. Gould. Full count, 3-2, payoff pitch. Got him. And that puts out 1 onto the board.
Batting ninth, left fielder number 16, Jonas Schauman. Center fielder Carson Hinch.
Carson Hinch is the batter, and he'll tap that one foul for the first strike. Gould sets for the 1-1, and that one is sent out into center field. Alex Christopherson trying to make the catch, and he does. Nice catch by Alex Christopherson in center field for the second out of the inning.
Second baseman, Austin Schwantz.
That was not an easy catch for Christopherson, but he got it. And now Austin Schwantz will have a chance here against Joe Gould. Run down between first and second, and they got him. And that's the third out, so they take the base runner off, and nobody left on base.
One hit.
We'll take a break and be back in just a moment here on MSPN Digital Television. Stay tuned.
Here's your chance to support MSPN Digital Television in one of three ways. First, everyone can subscribe to the MSPN YouTube channel absolutely free. Second, individuals and families can choose one of 3 monthly YouTube memberships. Third, local businesses can choose one of 2 monthly YouTube sponsorships. Visit our YouTube channel and look for and click the Join button to select the option that's best for you. For more information or to get answers to your questions about MSPN memberships and sponsorships, give us a call today at 701-491-6776.
All right, welcome back. Come back out of the break there a little bit early as we're ready to go here. Ethan Dahl, Caleb Blanchette, Joe Gould, batter 6, 7, and 8 for the Fargo Post 400 Stars. Will start us off here in the bottom of the second. Getting a little windy out there. He'll show bunt. Nice bunt down the third base line, and the throw to first is in time. That was an even better play by the third baseman, Connor Zimmerman.
Batting 7. The catcher, number 5, Caleb Blanchette.
So that's the first out. And now Caleb Blanchette will be the batter. 5-3 on the throw out at first. 1 ball, no strike here to Blanchette. And the delivery is in for a strike to even it up at 1-1. And a hot bouncing ball towards third, but he'll go foul. So good for 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 out on the board here. And that one's also going to be fouled off. We'll stay at the 1-2 count. Outside for ball 2. Once again, broadcast coverage of the Stars, Astros, and Comets brought to you by Frank's Lounge, Sweet Shots, Mandy's of FargoND.com, FM Convention Visitors Bureau, Marvin Widows, and DMN Industries, to name a few. This is a ball hit out into right field, and that will be caught for out number 2.
Batting 8. The pitcher, number 7, Joe Gould.
So it'll be time for Joe Gould to take a swing at Jaden Evanstead. Unofficially at pitch 32 here for or pitch 33, excuse me, for Evanstead. And Gould will see that first pitch come in for strike one. And 1 ball, 1 strike. That one will come through and pass for ball 2. So into the backstop, 2-1 now the count here to Joe Gould, Alex Christopherson, Colston Sandbatters 8-9-1 coming up here for Fargo post 400 in the bottom of the second inning. Two one is outside, and now it's 3 balls and a strike. And he'll tip it foul, and it'll be strike 2. Ball, strike, ball, foul in that order here on Joe Gould. So Evanstead winds up, delivers the payoff pitch to Gould. Swing and a miss on a pitch up high, and he got him. And that will do it for the bottom of the second inning. We'll go to batters 2, 3, and 4 here for Moorhead when we return after this. Stay tuned.
Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
Hey, great party.
Oh, thanks. Here you go. 1 hamburger, medium well.
This is well done.
No. That's medium well.
What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burnt.
That's it. You're not gonna come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger.
I don't grill it.
You wouldn't do it there.
You gotta be crazy.
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or a night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more. All right, it's Joe Gould against Austin Schwans. And the first pitch is in for a strike. Nice toss there by Joe Gould. And the 0-1 delivery. Outside will miss for a ball. We're even at a ball and a strike now here. That one just missed on the inside. 2 balls and a strike now here to Austin Swans. We'll see Riley Dickhouse and Ben Fredrickson. Batters 2, 3, and 4 in this inning here from Moorhead. And that one, did it curve back in? No, it just missed again. 3 balls and a strike now here to Austin Schwans. And that one is a little bit high, and that'll walk him.
Shortstop Riley Dickhouse.
Endgame, thanks for the compliments. I appreciate that. It was a lot of hard work, so I'll put it that way. That one is going to be fouled off to the first base side for a strike. And this one is down the third base side and up to second, over to first, not in time. They do get the lead runner, though, and that'll put a runner on first and put one out on the board and bring up, let's see, it should bring up Ben Fredrickson, and it does.
First baseman, Ben Fredrickson.
So a fielder's choice there for Riley Dickhouse. And they force out on second. And Ben Fredrickson's 1 for 1 as he got a single into shallow right last time he was at the plate. And the first pitch is in for a ball. 1-0 here to Ben Fredrickson. And that's a hard hit ball into that 5-6 gap that we talked about in the keys of the game in the pregame show. And that is going to be a base hit. And they'll put 2 runners on base now here for Carter Hutari, the right fielder.
Right fielder, Carter Hutari.
I can promise you, I talked to the Moorhead coach. It is Hutari, according to the Moorhead coach. So, and I know our PA announcer talks to the coaches too, but, oh, and is that foul? Yep, it is foul. And maybe he talked to a different coach than I did, and the 2 coaches said it 2 different ways. That's the only plausible way I can explain why he's saying it different than I am. So one of us is right, one of us is wrong. If somebody from Moorhead can let me know, that would be outstanding. No balls and 1 strike after that fouled away pitch by Hutari. And the 0-1 in for strike 2. Swing and a miss, and that'll be a strikeout. And I'll put out number 2 on the board.
Designated hitter, Drake Kunza.
And Drake Kunza, that's how I was told to say it too. We'll step up to the plate now here for Moorhead. And a ground ball right into the glove of Kobe Hansen at second. He steps on the bag, and that will be out number 3. They strand 2 on base. And we go now to the bottom of the 3rd when we return after this. Stay tuned.
Moorhead still leads 1-0.
Don't miss a stolen base or home run on the road to Shelby. Catch live broadcasts of all 15 games of the Central Plains Regional Tournament from Starion Bank Field in Fargo right here, exclusively on MSPN Digital Television.
Make your home your retreat. Fill your favorite spaces with fresh air, warm sunlight, and calming connections with the outdoors. Marvin Windows and Doors are designed to promote happier, healthier spaces in your home. At D&M Industries, we will walk you through how the beauty, thoughtful design features, and unparalleled performance of Marvin products can help you feel better in your home. Visit our D&M Industries showroom in Moorhead today.
All right, welcome back. Jane Evanstead getting some more warm-up tosses in here as we head into the bottom of the third. Batters 9, 1, and 2 for the Stars. Alex Christopherson, Colston Sen, Jace Burns is how they'll line up here going into the home half of 3.
Leading off the bottom half of the third, center fielder number 12, Alex Christopherson.
All right, first pitch here coming up to Christopherson. He'll take it outside for a ball, and it's 1-0 here to Christopherson. Once again, broadcast coverage of the Stars, Comets, and Astros also brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings, Doolittle's Woodfire Grill, TCI Insurance. And there's a ground ball bouncing, and it's off the glove of shortstop Riley Dickhouse into left field, and that will be a base hit. At least that's how I would record it. We'll wait and see how they put it on the scoreboard.
Shortstop.
And that is indeed what they're going to do. They're going to give him a base hit. So runner on. Doolittle's Woodfire Grill, TCI Insurance, Dakota Fins and Feathers, and Vic's Lounge, to name a few. Certainly appreciate everything they do to make Post 400 baseball possible each and every year. There's strike one. Colston Sen is the batter. We return to the top of the order now here for the Stars. Colston Sen is 0 for 0. He was walked last time he was at the plate. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. The 0-2 is outside for a ball. He looking to see if Sen would chase after that, and he didn't. So Evanstead will peek at the runner and deliver, and that is going out into right field. And the catch is made.
Right.
Jace Burns will be the batter now. And that is a nice pitch on the edge of the plate there for strike one. So Colston Sen now 0 for 2 with that fly out to right field. And once again, Jace Burns is the batter. He'll ignore oh no, he's going to throw over there after all, and he's back in time, no problem there. For a moment there, I thought he was going to ignore the runner. 0-1 to Burns. Now he'll deliver the 0-1 pitch outside, even up the count of the ball on a strike. 1-1. Runner will take off for second. The throw is on the way. It's not going to be in time, and he makes it no problem at all. And that one is fouled away. So we're even at 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Evanstead will take a stare back at second base. He'll get some signals from the second baseman. And here comes Coach Duncan and the crew for a visit to the mound here. 45 minutes into the ball game. Once again, Moorhead coming into this with an overall record of 17-12. They are 7 wins, 8 losses when playing as the road team, and they've outscored their opponents 118-114. They're coming into this with a win over Bemidji, a 1-game winning streak, while the Stars looking to snap a 2-game losing streak. And for the first time in this season, the Stars are 1-4 in their last 5 games. Never at any point in the season have the Stars been 1-4. I take that back. They have been they were 2-3 in that trip to Gretna, to Nebraska. They were able to win enough to keep it at a 2-3 mark. So yeah, this is indeed the first time this season where they are 1-4 in their last 5 games. And they have their Northtown rival to thank for that. And that pitch will miss, and it's a walk. So a full count walk will put Jace Burns on base, and that'll bring up Kobe Hansen. Reached on a fielder's choice, says he would ground a ball over to third to get the lead runner at second out on his last trip to the plate. And the runner takes off for third, and the throw to third is not in time, and he is safe. So both runners advance, and now it's second and third with 1 out, and the pitch came across as a ball. Here's the windup and the 1-0 delivery, and this one is smacked out towards the shortstop. He'll fire it over to first to take the easy out, and that will bring Christofferson in to score to tie the game at 1-1. And that will also push Jace Burns up to third.
Left fielder, Gunner.
And that is also to the shortstop. And this one is a 6-3 ground out, and the run will not score. So they leave one stranded on base, but they do get one across, and they tie the game now here at 1-1 after 3 innings of play. Make sure those numbers are correct. 1-4, 1-1, and 1 error. Yep, that's correct. And then they leave 1 on base. So that is everything you see on your screen there is correct. I'm pretty proud of myself. We'll be back with more in a moment. Stay tuned.
Here's your chance to support MSPN Digital Television in one of 3 ways. First, everyone can subscribe to the MSPN YouTube channel absolutely free. Second, individuals and families can choose one of 3 monthly YouTube memberships. Third, local businesses can choose one of 2 monthly YouTube sponsorships. Visit our YouTube channel and look for and click the Join button to select the option that's best for you. For more information, or to get answers to your questions about MSPN memberships and sponsorships, give us a call today at 701-491-6776.
TCI Insurance was founded in 1985 with a simple mission in mind: to protect your assets. TCI Insurance has a long history of providing insurance coverage and loss prevention solutions to the region and strives to exceed your expectations. From agriculture, business, and personal insurance, our advisors are here to help walk you through the options and equip you with the knowledge you need to choose the coverage that will best suit your current stage of life. TCI Insurance. Call 701-277-1710 or visit them at the offices in West Fargo and Wimbledon. Learn more today at tciteam.com.
All right, welcome back. Connor Zimmerman will be batter 7. It'll be batter 7, 8, and 9 here in the top of the 4th inning as Joe Gould continues on the mound here, unofficially at pitch 50 to start this inning. And he will toss that one on the edge for a strike, and if that is his 50th pitch, 31 of them have been filed into the strike category. And the 0-1, ooh, nice reflexes there as that one nearly hit him on the sneakers there. And it's ball 1. Question was asked, with the AA standings almost set, who could you see pull off an upset at the state tournament in Williston? In all honesty, if 1, 2, 3, and 4 and 5 go as we think they might into the state tournament, the way they if the seedings were final right now, then I think Dickinson and Williston are in the best positions to pull off an upset over one of those upper seeded teams like Fargo Post 2, Fargo Post 400, or Minot, I think. And I'm kind of curious to see where West Fargo will fall. West Fargo's beaten the Stars twice in non-conference games this year, but they have that doubleheader on the 24th. And to elaborate more on that, the game tomorrow for the Stars, as there's a strikeout against Jamestown, is going to be a very critical game, because if Jamestown can find a way to win one of those games, that opens the floodgates open for the 2, 3, 4 spots to be very flexible. Let's put it that way. If the Stars could sweep Jamestown tomorrow, then Minot and West Fargo would probably end up battling for the 3, 4 seeds, and the best Bismarck could do at that point would be a 3 seed at that point, if memory serves me correctly on how those standings are sitting without looking at them. So that's kind of where I'm at. I think Williston and Dickinson are in the best positions to pull off upsets in this year's state tournament. And of course, Williston has the quote home field advantage, so that's probably one team you don't want to face in the early rounds of that state tournament. 2-2 the count now here. Gould will deliver the 2-2 to Zimmerman, and it's got a piece of it, so it'll stay at 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 1. He'll get the strikeout there.
Left fielder, Jonas Shaman.
Jonas Shaman 0 for 1, reached on an error last time he was at the plate, the only error of the game. And a swing and a miss there. It looked like maybe he was standing a couple feet back than he normally would in the batter's box, and he swung at a pitch that he may have hit otherwise. And this one going right up the middle. Gould was a little bit out of position there to field it, but they will not get it in time at first. So a runner on.
Center fielder, Carson Heinz.
And it'll be the 5th hit of the game here. A little bloop single up the middle. And Carson Heinz is the batter now. Runner goes, and the throw will not be made up to second. And the pitch came across for a strike. And this one, a hard hit ball to third, picked up, looked back to second, and now fire back to, no, they won't need to, that's the third out. Even Hudson Stein had to think about it for a second like I did. And that will conclude the top half of 4. We're 3.5 in, and it's a 1-1 game here between the Stars and the Moorhead Blues on MSPN Digital Television.
Yeah, I just picked her up. We should be there in 20 minutes.
Who is it? Oh, it's him. Where is he?
I know. Yeah, I know.
Mandy's of Fargo ND is your local online store where you can find something for everyone. Check out multiple items from the carry-all collection. You can also pick out that perfect sign to add to the decor of your family room, kitchen, bedroom, or even your cubicle at work. Be sure to take a peek at the odds and ends, where you will find all the little treasures that are simply too good to miss. Mandy's of Fargo ND accepts multiple forms of safe and secure payment options. Still not sure what to get? How about a gift card? Visit online at mandysoffargond.com today, where you can find something for everyone.
All right, welcome back. Jaden Evanstead will continue on the mound here for the Moorhead Blues. I have him down at 53 pitches, but I am doing a lot behind the scenes here, so it's very possible that my pitch count is off. So just give you an FYI on that. We'll see Hudson Stein, Ethan Dahl, and Caleb Blanchett. It's batters 5, 6, and 7 here for the Stars. And this one, a ground ball to third, picked up and over to first in time. He made the pick, and that is out number 1.
Third baseman, Ethan Dahl.
So now Ethan Dahl will step up to the plate. Ethan Dahl 0 for 1 on a bunt out, a ground ball on a 5-3 on a bunt down the third base line. And it was actually a really good bunt, too. He just couldn't run out the throw from Connor Zimmerman, who made a better throw than the excellent bunt was. 1 ball, no strike. And this one is grounded foul towards the third base side, and now we're at a ball and a strike. One. Outside, ball 2. Ball 3. So 3 balls and a strike. And that one's inside for ball 4, and that'll walk him. Now put Caleb Blanchett up to the plate, who a Fleetwood Mac guy for his walk-up song, and I'm pretty sure that may have been slightly influenced by his dad, but don't quote me on that. And there's a strike to Blanchett. He's 0 for 1. He would fly out to right field last time he was at the plate. Evanstad will set and deliver. Low for a ball. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 runner on. One's across the board here in a 1-1 game on the Mandy's FargoND.com scoreboard. And the pitch. And that one is hammered out into right center field. That one's going to bounce all the way to the fence. And will he round third? Yes, he will. And the throw home will not be in time. And just beating the throw is Ethan Dahl. And Fargo post 400 takes a 2-1 lead.
Pitcher, Joe Gould.
He'll go into the books as an RBI double for Caleb Blanchett as he found the gap in right center field. Right at the 1 hour mark of the ball game, and Ethan Dahl scores as a result. And now Joe Gould struck out swinging on a pitch high and out. Or no, not high and out, just a high pitch last time he was at the plate. And that one's fouled off for strike 1. Once again, Blanchette on second via the RBI double. And this one grounded right back towards Evanstead. And he'll sneak by him and somehow got into the glove of Austin Shantz for a 4-3 ground out. That will advance Blanchette over to third, bring up center fielder Alex Christofferson, batter 9 in the lineup here. So going to the books as a one tipped to a 4-3 ground out, you could say. It's officially a 4-3 ground out, but. And this pitch is a little bit low, and it is going to be ball 1 here to Alex Christofferson. 1 for 1, singled. That was on a hit. That was going into the 5-6 gap into left field when shortstop Riley Dickhouse chased after it. And when he reached out with his glove, the ball deflected off the edge of his glove into straightaway left field. As Owen Choen will have some words with Evanstead really quickly here. So Blanchette on third. Once again, the batter is Alex Christofferson. He'll take the first pitch a little bit high. Or actually, that's the second pitch, and it's a little bit high for ball 2. Swing and a miss, strike 1. It was a good pitch to swing at. He just did not make contact, and had he, maybe a 3-1 game. Right now, it's 2 balls and a strike and a 2-1 lead for the Stars. 2 outs on the board. Hey, keep that in mind. And that run will score on the wild pitch. It'll be 3-1, and now it's a 3-1 game here on the Mandy's of FargoND.com scoreboard, and no runners on base. And strike 2 will be taken here by Christofferson. Colston Sen is the batter on deck if Christofferson can reach base. And ball 4, and he will reach base, and that'll bring up the aforementioned Colston Sen as we return to the top of the order here. So Evanstead averaging 35 pitches per 9 batters. He'll face Colston Sen for the 3rd time on pitch 71 here. Evanstead will set and deliver inside ball 1. Once again, Colston Sen, the batter, 0 for 1, a walk and a fly out to right field. Runner goes, throw up to second, not in time. Pitch came across as a ball, so it's 2-0 now here to Colston Sen. High, ball 3. And he'll steal third. And now runners will be on the corners because that last pitch was, once again, I have Evanstead down at 74 pitches right now. This is the second visit to the mound for the Moorhead Blues in this game. We're at an hour and 5 minutes in. Stars coming into this overall 23-13. They are now 6-4 playing at home here at Starry & Bank Field. They held that 2-loss record at home for pretty much the entire season until Fargo Post 2 made a trip down here to visit the Stars. And they're still ranked second in the conference, at least for now. Like I was mentioning earlier, that game tomorrow, the doubleheader tomorrow against Jamestown, is going to be a very critical game to find out who could most likely secure that number 2 spot. Because right now that 2 spot is wide open, and if Jamestown could somehow pull off a sweep over the Stars, then all the floodgates open for that 2 spot. So I'm going to call that a strike to Jace Burns. He's 0 for 0. He's been up to the plate twice. He's been walked both times. And that one's fouled away. And that one is also fouled away. So we'll stay in an 0-2 count here for Jace Burns. Colby Hansen's the batter on deck. Now, may I remind you, there's 2 outs, so we'll see if we get to Colby or not. Outside for a ball. So 1 ball and 2 strikes, and we'll see if Jace Burns can battle back from an 0-2 count. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that will strand 2 on base.
Half of the 4th. 2 runs on 1 hit. No Moorhead errors. 2 runners left.
And we go now to the 5th inning.
The Stars lead 3-1.
Stars do get a pair of runs, though, and they have a 3-1 lead now here on the Mandy's and FargoND.com scoreboard. We're back in a moment.
Don't miss a stolen base or home run on the road to Shelby. Catch live broadcasts of all 15 games of the Central Plains Regional Tournament from Starry & Bank Field in Fargo right here, exclusively on MSPN Digital Television.
Just off 52nd Avenue South in Prairie Grove is your neighborhood South Fargo spot, Frank's Lounge. Frank's Lounge offers a fun, comfortable atmosphere and daily food specials you can view right as you walk in. Kristen says,
Love Frank's, our go-to place when we have company get-togethers, and always get the best service. We would definitely recommend. We love Frank's Lounge.
Frank's Lounge is open daily, and kids, when accompanied by an adult, are welcome all day, Sunday through Tuesday, and until 3:30 p.m. the rest of the week. Don't forget to take home a Frank's Lounge t-shirt or hat. Frank's Lounge, 2640 52nd Avenue South in Fargo. Stop in tonight.
All right, welcome back. Austin Schwantz, excuse me, will lead it off here for Moorhead in the top of the 5th. We'll see Riley Dickhouse and Ben Fredrickson, batters 2, 3, and 4. Here's Joe Gould unofficially on pitch 62, and it's in for a strike. Schwantz 1 for 1. He singled into center field, and then he was walked last time he was at the plate. And that'll just miss for a ball, and it'll be 1 ball, 1 strike. And this one is going right into the glove of Colby Hansen, the second baseman. And that's out number 1.
Shortstop, Riley Dickhouse.
So line drive into the glove of Colby Hansen at second. And strike 1 is the call. Dickhouse, 1 for 2, singled down the third base line, and then he also reached on a fielder's choice this game. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Or actually, that was strike 3, I guess. That was a pitch behind. So there we go. Now we're caught up.
First baseman, Ben Frederickson.
So that puts out 2 on the board already here, and it's 2 up, 2 down for Ben Frederickson, who's 2 for 2 with a pair of singles. 1 to shallow right, 1 to shallow left. And this one is going to right field. And the catch is made for the third out.
Top half of the 5th, nothing across.
3 up, 3 down here for Moorhead in the top of 5. And we'll take a break and be back with more here on MSPN Digital Television. Stay tuned.
American Legion Baseball. A winning tradition since 1925. Thousands of young athletes have participated, and countless lives have been changed.
That was the fun part of summer ball and Legion was we just played. At that stage, I think everything's so pure. You're just wanting to play ball. I would 100% recommend it.
Legion Baseball is one of many programs of the American Legion, supporting our children, our military, and their families. Find out more about how we continue to serve America.
All right, welcome back. We do have a new pitcher now here for Moorhead. So Jaden Evanstead is done unofficially at 79 pitches, and you can bring in Easton Gross, I believe. Yes, number 13, yep. Easton Gross will be the new pitcher, so he'll get some warm-up tosses here. He'll face batters 3, 4, and 5 for his first 3 at the hour and 13. Make that an hour and 14 minutes now. Here. Colby Hansen will be the batter. Colby Hansen, it's his first actual start of the season. He's come in and he's played DH, but now he's coming in batting and playing second base as well, which is nice to see. It's a bat that the Stars like to have back, and it's also a positional player that the Stars will gladly welcome back as Easton Gross continues to warm up here on the mound for the Moorhead Blues. Moorhead Blues struck first in the top of the first with a run. Fargo was unable to respond as they left the bases loaded in the bottom half of the first. The 1-0 lead would carry over into the third as neither team scored in the second. Moorhead failed to score in the top of the third. The Stars would knot it up in the bottom half of the third, and now they picked up 2 more in the bottom of the fourth. And now we go to the bottom of the fifth to see if they can add to that yet once again or not.
Second baseman, Colby Hansen.
So Colby Hansen, in his first start of the season, is 1 for 2 with a fielder's choice and a ground out to short. And he takes this one high to left field. And it's into the glove of Jonas Shaman for the first out. So 1 pitch, 1 out, and I'll bring up now here Gunnar Majerus. Want to say hi to Jim watching from Denver, North Carolina. Has that user shown up today? I think he did make a comment in the chat at least once so far today. But as I've been peeking through the chat, I have not seen him comment more than once. So 1 ball, no strike, and now you can make it 1 ball, 1 strike. Once again, the batter is Gunnar Majerus, 0 for 2. Fly out to the shortstop and a ground out to the shortstop. And this one's a little bit low and in for a ball. 2 balls and a strike now here to Gunnar Majerus. Hudson Stein, Ethan Dahl. Hudson Stein for sure. Ethan Dahl a possibility with 1 out here, and now it's a 2 ball, 2 strike count here to Gunnar Majerus. So Easton Gross, first 5 pitches have been 3 balls and 2 strikes. Or I take that back, 2 balls and 3 strikes. And the 2 balls have come on this batter here. Majerus, can he run that out? Oh, it's a little high, comes down and tags him. So that's out number 2. Hudson Stein, the batter now here for the Stars. Hour and 17 minutes into the contest. Hudson Stein's 0 for 2. Struck out looking, then he grounded out to third. He'll take the first pitch here for a ball. It's 1-0. Stein will watch that one go high and out. Two balls and a strike here to Hudson Stein. Here's the 2-1 delivery. Ooh, in for strike 2. I thought for a moment it was going to go low, but it did stay high enough. Stay elevated up high enough for a strike. 2-2, ball, strike, in that order to come to the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that will also end the 5th inning of play.
We move to the top half of the 6th inning. Stars lead 3-1.
A 3-1 lead after 5, and we'll be back with more in just a moment. Stay tuned.
Here's your chance to support MSPN Digital Television in one of 3 ways. First, everyone can subscribe to the MSPN YouTube channel absolutely free. Second, individuals and families can choose one of 3 monthly YouTube memberships. Third, local businesses can choose one of 2 monthly YouTube sponsorships. Visit our YouTube channel and look for and click the Join button to select the option that's best for you. For more information or to get answers to your questions about MSPN memberships and sponsorships, give us a call today at 701-491-6776.
All right, new pitcher on the mound here for the Stars. Taking over for Joe Gould, who I unofficially had at 69 pitches, is going to be, let's see here, Caleb Blanchette. And that means our new catcher will be Malachi Wermeyer. So Caleb Blanchette moves from catcher to pitcher, and Malachi Wermeyer comes into the game to take over catching here. We're an hour and 20 minutes in. So the first batter that Caleb Blanchette will face will be Carter Hutari. Hutari's over 2, a fly out to right, and a strikeout swinging in that order. And that pitch will miss for a ball. So the first pitch here from Blanchette is in for a ball, 1-0 here to Carter Hutari. Drake Kunza, Connor Zimmerman, the batter. 2 balls and no strikes. Kunzma Zimmerman, the batters to follow is what I should say. And that one is going into right field. And that one is caught for the first out. 3 pitches and an out for Caleb Blanchette. That'll bring up Drake Kunza. Calling that a strike. Here to Kunza. And there's strike 2. And that one will be ripped foul off to the first base side and out of play. So we'll stay at an 0-2 count here. 1 out in the top of the 6th. Stars have the 3-1 lead. And that one is also fouled off to the first base side, so we'll stay right where we're at no balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and Caleb Blanchette gets his first strikeout on his second batter, and he has 2 up, 2 down. You know, Connor Zimmerman will try his luck here against Caleb Blanchette. One's high and in for a ball. Zimmerman's 0 for 2. He grounded out to the shortstop, and then he struck out swinging. 1-0. And that's, oh, it's in for a strike. It looked a little low to me. I got the replay about 2 pitches behind to my right. I may want to take a second look at that one here. That was on the second pitch. And now we have ball 2. So when the replay gets to 1-1, or 1-0, I'll look at that pitch again. Right now it's 2-1. And now it's 3-1. Oh, no, looking at the replay, it was indeed a strike. And that is going out into right center field, and that'll be a base hit.
Catcher, Owen John.
All right, so runner on first is Zimmerman with the base hit. And that pitch is in for a strike, 0-1. Owen Chone is the batter, by the way. He's 0 for 2. Struck out looking and struck out swinging. And they'll fire over to first, and he's back in time. No problem there. In for strike. No balls and 2 strikes. Blanchette will take a quick look at first. Wind and deliver the 0-2, and he'll miss outside for a ball. And here's the 1-2 pitch. And it'll be low, and we'll be even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So strike, strike, pick-off attempt, ball, ball. It's how this has gone down so far for the plate appearance for Owen Schoen. Jonas Shaman is on deck. Another pickoff attempt there. So every 2 pitches is a pickoff attempt, or at least that's the theme so far. And that one is going to be hit out into left field, and it's caught. It is caught there by a running Gunnar Majerus, and that will take care of business here. They leave 1 on base, and we go now to the bottom of the 6th right after this. Stay tuned.
Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
Hey, great party.
Oh, thanks. Here you go. 1 hamburger, medium well.
This is well done.
No. That's medium well.
What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burned.
That's it. You're not gonna come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger. I don't grill it for you.
You wouldn't do it there.
Gotta be crazy.
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
Welcome back. Ethan Dahl will be the leadoff batter here for the Stars in the bottom half of 6. Jim's friend says that the Stars will score 7 in this inning. Well, we'll see if he's right. If the Stars score 7, I'll see if I can dig up some sort of prize for that viewer. But first things first, there's strike 1. And strike 2. Ethan Dahl 0 for 1 with a bunt and a walk. Once again, someone is all right. Once again, somebody sitting near our field mic is watching the game on their phone, and I'm cool with that. But they turn the volume up, and it comes through on our field mic. So, and then I'm saying everything that I just said a few seconds later. So, I think we're on out 1 now. Yeah, we're on out number 1 now. So Ethan Dahl will ground out. Caleb Blanchette is the batter now, the new pitcher, former catcher. And Blanchette will foul that one away for strike number 1. Blanchette's 1 for 2, a fly out to right, and a RBI double that rolled all the way to the fence just to the left of the flag out in right center field there. Now he's down on the count 0-2. And the 0-2 delivery. Swung on, and that one's hit out into right field. And it will not be caught. And that one is also hit out into right field, and it'll drift foul. So after 2 strikes, he fouls 2 away, and he stays at an 0-2 count here with 1 away and no runners on the hour 32-minute mark of the ball game. And that will be ball 1. And there we go. We'll tip foul caught, and that'll be good for a strikeout and out number 2. Brings up Joe Gould. Actually, they're going to switch it up. They're going to switch it up and put in Malachi Wurmeyer in his place. Joe Gould was 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out to second. Now Malachi Wurmeyer will step to the plate for the first time in this game. And he will take it to left field over the third baseman's head. And that will be at least a single, and he will put on the brakes at first. So Malachi Wurmeyer steps to the plate and bangs himself a single to left field and brings up Alex Christopherson. Alex Christopherson, walk-up song, radio edit in Paris. And that one will be fouled away off to the first base side for strike number 1. And there's strike 2. Nice pitch there by Easton Gross. He's on his 3rd inning of work now after coming in for Evanstead, who started the game. One run for Moorhead in the top of the first, and that's it so far. And that one is fouled off into right field and out of play. A little bit high. We're at 1 ball and 2 strikes now for Alex Christopherson. And they'll go over to first, and he's back in time, no problemo. And the pitch will be delivered. Swing and a miss on strike 2, and that is out number 3. And they will strand Wurmeyer on first with that. And we will go now to the top of the 7th. Right after this here on MSPN Digital Television. Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate-controlled hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full-swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more.
Don't miss a stolen base or home run on the road to Shelby. Catch live broadcasts of all 15 games of the Central Plains Regional Tournament from Starion Bank Field in Fargo right here, exclusively on MSPN Digital Television.
All right, welcome back. New pitcher on the mound is Kane Mathiasen. And he'll take over for Caleb Blanchette, who I had down at 15 pitches for Blanchette. And now Kane Mathiasen will face batters 9, 1, and 2 to start the top of the 7th inning here. Once again, this is a single game, and I'm not sure if it is a 7 or 9. I sent a text to the other press box. They weren't sure. I sent a text to somebody else. They didn't answer yet. So let me double check to see if they answered yet. No, they have not answered yet. So
Number 24, Murray Beckerleg.
we'll find out together, I guess, since we're in the top of the 7th. Switching to Kane Mathiasen could mean one of two things. They want to save Blanchette's arm for a conference game, or they're bringing Kane Mathiasen in for a save attempt here in the top of the 7th. So we'll see if this goes final here after the next 3 outs or not. Assuming that Moorhead doesn't score enough runs to create the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss, and there's a strike. It is indeed strike 2. And the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and a little bouncer towards third. Picked up by Ethan Dahl. He'll fire it over to first for the 5-3 ground out, and that's out number 1.
Center fielder Carson Heinz.
So 3 pitches in and out here for Kane Mathiasen, which is exactly what Caleb Blanchette did on his first batter. 3 pitches in and out. And now Carson Hinch back to the top of the order here for Moorhead, and that first pitch will miss for a ball, 1-0. And that one's high for ball 3. So 3 balls and no strikes now here to Carson Hinch. 0 for 3, struck out swinging. And then he would fly out to right center, and he would ground out to third. And that one is going on the run. The third baseman, Ethan Dahl, makes the grab. So that is out number 2.
Coming to the plate from Moorhead, number 20, Jaden Evanstead.
So coming in for Austin Schwanz will be Jaden Evanstead, who was the guy who started this game as pitching for Moorhead. He'll see his first pitch come across for a strike from pitcher number 3 for the Stars, number 3, Kane Mathiasen. Listen carefully, Because when I said pitcher number 3, that could represent his jersey number, but I meant to say the third pitcher of the game for the Stars, which happens to be number 3, Kane Mathiasen. And Kane Mathiasen will snag that one out of the air, and we have a close to the top of the 7th. So it will be a 9-inning game since we're going to the bottom of the 7th. Otherwise, we wouldn't be, right? So we'll be back with more in a moment. Stay tuned here on MSPN Digital Television. Stay tuned.
Make your home your retreat. Fill your favorite spaces with fresh air, warm sunlight, and calming connections with the outdoors. Marvin Windows and Doors are designed to promote happier, healthier spaces in your home. At D&M Industries, we will walk you through how the beauty, thoughtful design features, and unparalleled performance of Marvin products can help you feel better in your home. Visit our D&M Industries showroom in Moorhead today.
Here's your chance to support MSPN Digital Television in one of 3 ways. First, everyone can subscribe to the MSPN YouTube channel absolutely free. Second, individuals and families can choose one of 3 monthly YouTube memberships. Third, local businesses can choose one of 2 monthly YouTube sponsorships. Visit our YouTube channel and look for and click the Join button to select the option that's best for you. For more information or to get answers to your questions about MSPN memberships and sponsorships, give us a call today at 701-491-6776.
All right, welcome back. Easton Gross with pitch 27 to start the bottom of the 7th here. He's on his 3rd inning of work now. He'll face Colston Sen, who's 0 for 1 with a walk, a fly out to right, and another walk. First pitch is inside for a ball, so Colston Sen has seen a lot of balls thrown at him and in the stat sense, that is, and not balls in general. Here's the 1-0. And that one's outside, and it'll be 2-0. Easiest ball called on pitch like that. You don't even have to be an umpire to know that that's a ball. 2-0, and that will be a little bit high for ball 3 now. "3-0. And he'll walk him on. No, he will not walk him. It'll be a strike. Colson Sen will come back, and he's been walked twice today. That he's so used to being walked that he didn't think that'd be called a strike. 3-1. That is no question there. That's just a strike. So Easton Gross battles back from a 3-0 count to make it a full count at 3-2. And the payoff pitch, that will walk him. Jace Burns, the batter, he's showing bunt, and that one comes across for a strike, so 1-0 the count now. Gross will sign, he'll get the signal, take a peek over at first, and he'll deliver. They'll show bunt again, and that one's bunted foul out of the batter's box to the left side of home plate. And that'll be strike number 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. A 3-1 game here in favor of the Stars on the Mandy's FargoND.com scoreboard. 6 hits for Moorhead, 3 hits for the Stars. Stars have committed 1 error so far, and that's how we sit. Runners on base, 7 for Moorhead, 6 for Fargo. so far in this contest, and the Stars have one more on. So if he were to somehow get stranded, both teams would have stranded 7 on base then if that were to occur. 2 balls and 2 strikes now here to Jace Burns. Ball, strike, fouled away, and ball. On deck is Colby Hansen. And the 2-2 swung on, and this is a bouncer that will sneak by the second baseman, and he will get himself a base hit on that.
Second baseman, Colby Hansen.
So Colby Hansen will be the batter now. Oh, 1. He'll show bunt, and can't get it out of the batter's box. So that'll be strike number 2 now. And I think I've seen 2-strike bunts happen maybe 3 times in my career. So very unlikely that he'll square up for a bunt here. But like I said, not necessarily impossible. This one right back and just barely over the press box here. And a ground ball towards third, picked up on an awkward hop. They'll get the runner at second. Now split the bases as they'll put runners on the corners. Jace Burns is off. Colby Hansen on with his second fielder's choice of the day.
Please, now hitting from Majerus. Number 19, Gus Wermeyer.
So Colston sent on third, Colby Hansen on first, and now Gus Wermeyer steps into the number 4 spot in place of Gunnar Majerus. And the pitch is outside for a ball as Colston Sen thought about making a charge towards home plate. (1-0) high, 2-0. 1 hour and 49 minutes time of the game so far. Once again, a 9-inning game here. And a 3-1 lead at the moment for the Fargo Post 400 Stars. And they got a runner 90 feet away from potentially making it a 4-1 game. Outside, and that one will get away from Chone. However, not far enough for Colston Sen to come in. We have a three ball, no strike count here to Gus Wermeyer. Apologize for the strikes remaining on the board from the last batter on our scoreboard on your screen there. 3 balls and no strikes, and now we get a strike, and it's 3-1. And that'll walk him. Now we'll load the bases up. Hudson Stein is the batter now. So in the bottom of the 7th, only 1 out on the board, and we have the bases loaded here for the Stars at the 1 hour and 50-minute mark of the ball game. Swing and a miss, strike 1. That one's going to be fouled back, and we'll be at strike 2 now. So a swing and a miss, followed by the fouled away pitch. Hudson Stein 0 for 3. Struck out looking, grounded out to short, and then, or to third, excuse me, and then he struck out swinging. The 0-2 is high, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Twins and the Rockies get started here in about 15 minutes. Rockies picking up a 6-4 win over the Twins yesterday. Here's the 1-2, and that's high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Rockies wearing some odd rainbow-colored jersey. I can't explain it. I'm not sure. Like a color flash jersey or something. I have no idea. It was not their normal jersey, we'll put it that way. And I have a few friends down in Colorado, and I was texting them, and I was joking. I was like, maybe they should wear those retro 80s rainbow jerseys more often. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 3. So that puts out 2 on the board. The bases are loaded for Ethan Dahl, unless they switch it up. Nope, it will be Ethan Dahl. His walk-up song confirms that to me. Strike 1. Check swing, and that'll be ball 1. Three balls and a strike now here to Ethan Dahl. Caleb Blanchette is the scheduled batter who's up next here, but 2 outs and the base is loaded. We'll see what happens. And ball 4, it's a bases loaded walk that will score the run. That'll bring in Colston Sen from third. So Ethan Dahl gets an RBI on the walk, and Kane hang on. Let's check the jersey number here. It's number 3. It is Kane Mathiasen. So Mathiasen comes into the number 7 spot in the batting lineup here. It's his first plate appearance here in this game. 2 away, bases loaded, and a balk has been called, and that will score another run. So with the balk, Kobe Hansen scores his first run of the season. So he comes in from third. And Reggie Jackson, the base pass umpire, will give Coach Duncan a explanation on the reason why they called the balk there. And that one will be fouled away after the first base side. And we'll have our first strike here to Kane Mathiasen. So Gus Wermeyer on third, Ethan Dahl on second, as the Stars now have a 5-1 lead here on the Mandy's of FargoND.com scoreboard in the bottom of the 7th. And this one, a ground ball out towards second. Should be a routine 4-3, and it is. That will strand the 2 runners on base, and we will take us to the 8th inning of play. 5-1 in favor of the Stars here on the Mandy's of FargoND.com scoreboard. And we'll give them another hit as well. And then we'll be back in a moment here on MSPN Digital Television. Stay tuned.
Make your home your retreat. Fill your favorite spaces with fresh air, warm sunlight, and calming connections with the outdoors. Marvin Windows and Doors are designed to promote happier, healthier spaces in your home. At D&M Industries, we will walk you through how the beauty, thoughtful design features, and unparalleled performance of Marvin products can help you feel better in your home. Visit our D&M Industries showroom in Moorhead today.
Here's your chance to support MSPN Digital Television in one of 3 ways. First, everyone can subscribe to the MSPN YouTube channel absolutely free. Second, individuals and families can choose one of 3 monthly YouTube memberships. Third, local businesses can choose one of 2 monthly YouTube sponsorships. Visit our YouTube channel and look for and click the Join button to select the option that's best for you. For more information or to get answers to your questions about MSPN memberships and sponsorships, give us a call today at 701-491-6776.
All right, welcome back. Riley Dickhouse will step into the batter's box here at the hour and 57-minute mark of this 9-inning contest. And the Stars have taken a 5-1 lead here after 8 innings of play. And that will be in for ball 1. And this one is popped up. And it will go all the way to the wall. It will be a double for Riley Dickhouse. So base hit puts Dickhouse on second, brings up Ben Fredrickson now.
Your attention, please. Hitting for Fredrickson, number 27, Carter Cusey.
Okay, we'll have a new batter then. Fredrickson was 2 for 3. He had a single to right, a single to left, and a fly out to right. And now Carter Cusey will be the batter. And that one is fouled away. That one's also fouled away. So quick 0-2 count here to Carter Cusey. Once again, Kay Mathiasen, a second inning of work, and he gets him to swing and strike out. So out one is on the board, and now Carter Hutari is the scheduled batter. And Hutari fouls the first one off. Actually, hang on. 20... And that one is going into right field, and it will drop for a base hit. And the throw will come in quickly enough here to hold Riley Dickhouse at third. And that'll put runners on the corners here for Moorhead. So Hutari gets his first hit of the game. Comes exactly at the 2-hour mark. Puts runners on the corners for Drake Kunza. Actually, hang on. We got a different batter here. This is going to be
The pitcher,
Easton Gross. And strike one delivered to Easton Gross. And this one's going to left field. And it's going to bounce for a base hit. It'll sneak by Gunnar Majerus. 1 run will score. That'll be Riley Dickhouse from third. The throw comes back in.
Third baseman, Connor Zimmerman.
So a hit and an error charge there, and that will put runners on second and third via the error. Run will score on the hit. And the pitch is up high for a ball. We're at 2-0 now here to Connor Zimmerman, who is the batter, 1 for 3. Grounded out to short, struck out swinging, then he singled to right field. And there's a strike, and it's 2-1. So the walk will load the bases. Owen Schoen is the scheduled player. And right up the middle, and that will score another run. Here comes Kotari from third. Rounding third from second is Easton Gross. 2-run score on a 2-run RBI single by Owen Schoen. So I'll put runners on first and second now.
Number 24, Murray Beckerleg.
And he'll try to lay down a bunt, but the bunt will go foul for a strike. Murray Beckerleg takes the spot of Jonas Schonman, excuse me. And we're at a 1-1 count. And this one is right up the middle, and oh man, right at second base there, Colby Hansen nearly turned an unassisted double play, but Connor Zimmerman quick enough to get back.
Center fielder, Carson Heinz.
So a low pop out to Hansen at second base. Runners stay safe at their respective first and second bases. There we go. 1-0 now here to Connor Heinz. 0 for 4, struck out swinging. A pop out to third, a ground out to third, and a fly out to right center. High and a snap throw up to first. And did they get him? Don't know. No, they didn't. That one's fouled off to the first base side. We'll stay at 1-2. Jim, if you're still with us, just check the chat. See your friend chimed in again. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And this one is going into right field. And it is caught in right field for the out, number 3.
3 runs on 4 hits.
They leave 2 stranded on base. And we go now to the bottom of the 8th. 5-4 is our score, and we'll return with more in a moment. Stay tuned.
TCI Insurance was founded in 1985 with a simple mission in mind: to protect your assets. TCI Insurance has a long history of providing insurance coverage and loss prevention solutions to the region and strives to exceed your expectations. From agriculture, business, and personal insurance, our advisors are here to help walk you through the options and equip you with the knowledge you need to choose the coverage that will best suit your current stage of life. TCI Insurance. Call 701-277-1710 or visit them at the offices in West Fargo and Wimbledon. Learn more today at tciteam.com.
Yeah, I just picked her up. We should be there in 20 minutes.
Who is it? Oh, it's him. Where is he?
I know. Yeah, I know.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Welcome back. Bottom of the 8th of a 9-inning single game contest here between Cross River friendly foes, the Moorhead Blues and the Fargo Post 400 Stars. And right now, the Blues have scored 3 in the top of the 8th to trim the Stars' lead down to 1 here. It's 5-4 Stars on the Mandy's of FargoND.com scoreboard. Malachi Wermeyer, Alex Christofferson, and Colston Sen are the scheduled batters at 8, 9, and 1. Wermeyer stepped into the number 8 spot on his most recent trip to the plate, where he would single out into left field. And the first pitch is in for a ball, 1-0. Once again, Wermeyer singled to left last time he was at the plate. And this time he'll ground it out to short. Riley Dickhouse will throw it over. And he didn't hold on to the ball. And will they charge that as an error? Yes, they will.
Center fielder, Alex Christofferson.
Alex Christofferson, the batter now. And he'll show bunt. Bunt down the third base line, rolls foul. Strike 1. Christofferson 1 for 2, singled in the left field, then walked, then he was struck out swinging. Gross will take a look at first, and he'll deliver. He'll show bunt, pull the bunt back, and he'll go outside for a ball. We're at 1-1. Once again, on first is Malachi Wermeyer. And that will hit him. And well, hopefully he's okay. Coach Bryant coming over to check on him, and I didn't. I'm behind him, and well, let's see here. I got it on the replay in the studio in the broadcast booth here. He squares up to bunt, and ooh, ouch! It looked like it hit him in the face, possibly on the left cheek. I don't see any blood or anything like that, so it looks like they will award him first base, and so that'll move Wermeyer up to second. And there's nobody at first base, and as a result, he's going to get on with a base hit, and that will load the bases. Fredrickson was not to receive the other end of that throw, and a nice job by Owen Schoen to recognize that and actually not throw the ball, because that would have resulted in even worse things than loaded bases. So it's going to be the first hit of the game, and it comes on a bunt for Colston Sen. How about that? Jace Burns, the batter now. Once again, the base is loaded. And the first pitch comes in for ball one to Jace Burns. Jace Burns, walk, strikeout, looking in a single to right in that order. And a strike is thrown there to even up the count at 1-1. Strike two. That one's fouled right back into the netting, and we'll stay at a 1-2 count. 4 runs on 10 hits for the Stars on 4 runs on 10 hits for Moorhead on 2 errors for the Stars. Stars have 5 runs on 5 hits on 1 Moorhead error. That one's outside for a ball. We're even at 2 balls and 2 strikes now here to Jace Burns. Colby Hansen awaits on deck, nobody out. So unless a triple play happens, we'll see him next. I've seen 1 triple play in my career here at Starion Bank Field, and that was when the Stars played Williston. And that one is caught. And then tagging on third will be Malachi Wermeyer, and tagging on second is Christofferson. So runners on the corners now, and the Stars increase their lead as Wermeyer comes in on the sac fly, puts 1 out on the board. And Colston Sen stays put on first base. Umpire checking the bat here. And now he's going to have the other umpire come over and get a second opinion. So apparently they're questioning something about the bat here. You don't see this too often. And now he's calling over the Moorhead. Or now he throws the bat back towards the Stars dugout. That was an interesting.
Second baseman, Colby Hansen.
So 1 out, runners on the corners. Colby Hansen blasts one into left center. It is caught by the center fielder, tagging and throwing home, but not making it in time. Is the throw, and Alex Christopherson will score to make it 7-4. So 2 sack flies here in the bottom of the 8th. And now a runner is alone on first. He'll take a peek at the runner. And he'll deliver the pitch high for a ball, 1-0. And that'll also miss for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes now. Gross looks over at first and delivers and misses outside. 3 balls and a strike now here to Gus Wieremeyer. Sen with a little bit of a leadoff and the pitch. And that's low for ball 4, and that'll walk, and we'll put runners on first and second now. Hudson Stein will step up to the plate now. Struck out looking, a ground out to third, strikeout swinging, and a strikeout swing. Swing and a miss, strike 1. And pitch outside, and the check swing did not cross the line according to the other umpire, and it'll be ball 1 as a result. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Hudson Stein. Runners on first and second for the Stars, and the pitch is high for ball 2. That one's fouled away. Strike 3, got him looking for the 4th strikeout on Hudson Stein today. And that strands 2 on base. And we go to the top of the 9th now here, with the Stars plating 2 more to extend their lead to 7-4 here on the Mandy's of FargoND.com scoreboard. We're back with more in a moment. Stay tuned.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
All right, Gus Pankratz will come in and pitch for the Stars. He'll be on the slate for the save here if the Stars can hang on to this 7-4 lead here in the top of the ninth. 2 hours and 23 minutes into the game broadcast, and once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by Frank's Lounge, Buffalo Wild Wings, Sweet Shots, Doodles, Woodfire Grill, TCI Insurance, Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors, Mandy's of FargoND.com, FM Convention and Visitors Bureau, Marvin Windows and DMN Industries, along with Vic's Lounge, making Post 400 baseball possible this summer season. And that one's going to be popped up. And the catcher, Malachi Wermeyer, has out one recorded.
Pinch hitting for Moorhead, number 12, Mason Gross.
That one's high, and it nicked Art Haugen on the back of the top of the head, and hopefully he's okay. Coach Bryant will hopefully or attempt to check things out. Art seems to be okay. He'll take off his helmet now and readjust some things and get ready to go. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and a strike now here to Mason Gross. That one's a little high. That'll be good for a walk. Bring up Riley Dickhouse now. Actually, it'll bring up somebody else. It'll bring up Carter Olson, who will step into the number 3 spot.
Number 18, Carter Olson.
One out here in the top of the 9th. Moorhead needs 3 to push the game to the bottom of the 9th. We'll see if they can do that here or not. Got a runner on, swing and a miss, strike 1. to Carter Olson. Carter Kusi is the scheduled batter on deck. Not sure if it's still him or not. We'll find out momentarily. Now missed for a ball, 1-1. And inside for ball 2. Ball 3. 2 hours and 28 minutes time of the ball game now. And that's high for ball 4. So now 2 runners on. And the tying run comes to the plate. And coming in to run at first base will be Sam Craig. And the runners will advance on that. It's either Carter Kusi or I don't have a number 23 in my roster, so one of those two is the batter in the batter's box right now. That one's fouled away. One. And this one is grounded towards third. He'll look at second, fire over to first. The pick is made. Out 2, run scores. It's 7-5 now here on the Mandy's of FargoND.com scoreboard. And that will take all the runners off base except the runner on third, which would be Sam Craig. So Carter Kusi gets an RBI on a ground out. Mason Gross scores. Sam Craig up to third. And now coming in for Carter Hutori is Nolan Worth into the number 5 spot here. And the first pitch to him is in for a strike, and it's 0-1. And that one's fouled at the plate. And it's 0-2. Outside for a ball. Oh, they called it a strike. Okay. Then that's a strikeout. And that leaves one stranded on base. And we go now to the final score. 7-5, the Stars take advantage here of a win in a non-conference game, and the two teams will come together and shake hands. And that'll do it for our broadcast. Thank you so much for tuning in, and the Stars now move to 24-13 on the season. The Blues dropped to 17-13 on the season. Your final score, once again, the Fargo Post 400 Stars 7 and the Moorhead Blues 5. Thanks so much for tuning in. Our next broadcast will be tomorrow night, a doubleheader here at Starry Bank Field as the Stars get back to conference action in their second-to-last regular season game, regular season opponent. It's the Jamestown Eagles here at Starry Bank Field for a big conference battle that I'm sure a lot of people will be tuning into. And so we'll have it ready here for you here on MSPN Digital Television. Until then, have a great night, and we'll talk to you again soon.
The proceeding has been a copyrighted presentation of MSPN Digital Television. Follow us online by searching MSPNDTV on YouTube and X to find broadcast schedules, on-demand broadcasts, and more. Thanks for watching MSPN Digital Television.